All right, back in the shop. Actually, I've been in the shop the whole time, but I've kind of left you guys out in the cold. Yeah, I've been turning some large panels. I can't really tell you much about them, but they were big and they were cool, and they're made out of cedar and fun to do. Lots of fun work there. There's the commission stuff, so I can't really tell you much more than that about them. But it's time to get back in the video game here, and we'll get something going. After I get this mess cleaned up, look, there's cedar shavings everywhere. There's tools out. This place is a disaster. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we're going to get right back to doing some video work and see if we can make something that y'all enjoy. And then
it's recording.
And then also, yeah, see, it's recording. It's got the little red light flashing in the front. Anyway, so I think this is what the project's going to be. I'm going to cut this off. Is it? Yeah, it's in the back here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off like right about here. And we're going to make it be a little hollow form that's going to come around here similar to that. And come right down there to that. And right down here to this. Something like that. Anyway, if that, can you see that in the blue?
Yep, we see it.
That's kind of the shape. And might as well have you introduce you to, this is Christina. She's going to be helping me with filming and editing and anything else that she can help out with. And I appreciate all the help I can get because, yeah. All right. So with that, let's get this thing shaped up and get it ready to put on the lathe. All right. So, turn this light on too. So here we go. We're just going to cut this off here. Just like this. So, we have a nice piece of mesquite. Okay, so this is going to fly pieces all. All this bark and stuff is going to end up coming off. So you won't want to get too close to this because there'll be pieces going everywhere.
Okay.
So if you just like stand back there, or yeah. So I got it all mounted up here, and yeah, here we are. We're gonna sort of kind of cut this shape out of here. If you can hardly see the shape. I don't know if I'm a very good artist or not, but we'll get it going. Look at that little critter egg there. Okay, I'm gonna put on a face shield and a mask and all that stuff and get myself all safety-fied. So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna spin it up a little bit. Well, it sure is a nice, like what, 55-degree day, Christina? Yeah, it's kind of a wobbler, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna go after it with a happy fold out. So we can get a little more speed out of it than that. 700, more to the bottom. I think that's going to look pretty cool. We still filming? Good. Okay, let's do some more. Get that? Good.
These shoes are hard to run in. These shoes are hard to run in.
Oh yeah, yeah. She don't stand on feet very good either. So come here, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm looking here when I'm cutting. I'm looking here and watching the shape. What I want is a nice contour line going up like this. And I want to take this out of here, and I might have a, this is exaggerated, but I want it to kind of curve out and then come back in.
Oh, okay.
So to do that, I'm just looking right here. You can stand right here and look and watch this. See how the shape is defining itself over there? See how it's not a perfectly straight line from here to here. It's concave, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, so I think we decided we're going to take a little more off here on the base. We're going to make the base just a little bit smaller, which means I think we're probably going to go in, turn this in a little bit smaller. Maybe bring this ledge off of here. I don't like that ledge, so we may take that down. And normally I don't pick off the bark so much, but this is mesquite and it's not gonna stay on there. I mean, unless you go through and glue the whole thing on there, and not really into that. So you'll still get this really cool looking surface here, and I like that. But I think I wanna make it, the whole thing just a little bit smaller around, bring it in a little bit tighter, because when I turn the inside out, turn the inside of this, it's gonna be open. This is going to be opened up kind of like that. So if I make this whole thing smaller, it won't be opened up as much. I don't think, but we'll see. Be right back. There. Give that a spin. Cook this up to about, 1,000 is a little high. Yeah, 960. Just takes it short of the vibration. So what I want to do here is just move the vibration out of that. Still got a little lump in it. So I think we got it. Yep, that feels pretty good. And then I'm going to bring this in. I hope you can see that good. So, I like this shape. Not so sure about this rounded
section. I think I want to square that, not square, but I want to make that steeper, and I want to make it a straight line. And don't ask me why, but that's just the way it is. That's the way I see it. That's what I see happening. So I'm going to switch to a bowl gouge here. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, see, that took this down a little better. I like that a little better. Here's this, and now if I put it over here, you can see the shape. This line comes straight, and this line comes straight. And I still don't know what's going to happen with the top up here. We may take it down a little bit lower. But you know what? Some of that we're going to find out when we get to the top of it. And this is all pithy right here. It's like your basic bug poop thing. So I may, I'll probably use a filler in that. What kind of bug eats mesquite? Anybody know? Write it down in the comments. All right, so this is some pretty old epoxy putty, two-part. Comes in a tube, and this, I forget the name of this, but it's not milliput. This is different stuff, and it's getting old, and I figure I better use it, and it looks like it might work good on this, so that's what I'm going to do. And this is, you just roll it in your hands, and it was really hard when I put it in my hands, but now it's softening up pretty good. And then this is a brown color, which is, yeah, I think it's going to work good with this mesquite, because it's a pretty brown wood. It might be a little not exactly the right color, but neither was the bug stuff that was in there, so it might look like bug stuff again. I don't know, but we're gonna wrap her around here a bunch of times and see what it looks like. I made more than I needed, but that's okay, because I'm gonna make just enough. I don't know. At least I'll have something. I don't want another hole here. I'm gonna have a big hole over here, so I don't want to have a hole here. So I'm gonna need something to protect that hole, keep from having a hole there. And it's looking pretty brown now, so I think I'll go ahead and put it in here. And hopefully it'll stay stuck in there and won't come flying out. We never know though, do we? So I'm just gonna wiggle and work it around so that it's mashed into the wood really good there. Peel off any excess stuff here. I don't know if I should push this back to the edge. All right, I think that's hard enough. I think it's time to shape that up a little bit. And I think I want to cut this down just a little bit more. I don't like how deep this is right here. Or maybe not. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut this shape and see how this turns out. This could turn out to be something really cool. But you're never going to know until you turn it. So let's just get on with it. Because it's turning after all. And if you don't like the way it looks, it's okay, just change it later. And I get all that. Yeah, oh, and it's only been about 10-15 minutes since that epoxy was put in there, so it sets up pretty fast. Actually, quite a bit faster than milliput, but which is nice because. So, and now, as you see, I changed the shape here a little bit. So here's a question for all the experts. I'm making this cut this way, and what I'm seeing, what I would call this is a pull cut. I'm pulling it this way. I guess if I was in the thing and I was coming on the inside of the bowl, that would be a, I don't know. I don't know. There's people a lot smarter than me. Got names for all this stuff. But is this the same cut? If I'm coming back this way, if this is a full cut, and I'm holding the same approach angle to the wood, is this not the same cut? Just moving in a different direction? Versus if I turn around and come this way, now that would that be a full cut? I don't know. Or would this be a push cut? I don't know. Does it really matter? I think what really matters is you're turning a project. I know that that's going to end up in shape, but I don't know what the shape's going to be. So maybe I'll just take this scraper here and scrape some of this stuff down and see what it's going to look like. So what I'm trying to achieve is bringing this all back down to this plane right here. This plane right here. I want to bring my plug back down to that plane right there. That looks kind of cool, even with the imperfections. And it's got a little pit here and there. But so does the rest of the wood. So that's kind of, I don't know, probably kind of a silly way to be doing this. But, you know, you do what you do. I don't think there's any rules to how you do stuff. You just do it. Yeah, I like that. Now, it's the same shape as that, it's pretty much the same shape as that original wormhole was. Yeah, I think I like it. We'll find out when we sand up how good it actually is. I'm going to make this go, because it's all opened up on one side, I'm going to take my time with it here. I think the trick here is to go really, really slow. Go slow. Okay, last shot. No guarantees. Oh, we got a wobble in there. We're going to take the wobble out. We haven't come out the side of it, but we've got a long way to go to get to the side of it. $1,400. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of going completely on the rails. Well, we got a vibration. So you're hearing that vibration because I'm working right to this mark right here, which is, you know, maximum overhang. And what happens when you hit the maximum overhang? It vibrates. Well, I needed something that would reach a little further, so I went and got me something. I don't know, can you see it? Here it comes. An Easy Wood Tools CI3. I don't know what all that means, but don't really care. Sometimes that's just what you do. I think this will get her done, though. Yeah, that's going to do the trick. So I haven't really got a grasp of where everything's at with it, but it's sure cutting. So this is going to make another hole right down here, and I think it'll make it. I want it to make another hole right down here, and I want this to stay in, just like I kept this. I wanted this to stay right here. It cuts nice, but you don't have a lot of sense of feeling. And part of the problem is I don't quite know where I'm at with it. It's I've never used a tool this size before with this kind of I mean that's the usable size right there, and I need to say about right here is as deep as I want to go with that. So I think I'll make a little mark right there. Say don't go no further than here. All right, that'll be about there, maybe a little further, but not much. And a little lumpy right there, but I'll turn that out later. And where I want to work is right about here. I'm going to work right there, so I'm going to put a mark right there. I'm going to put a mark right there. So because I don't know this tool well enough to have a judgment of where I'm at in it, I made me a mark right here so that I could kind of tell this is where I want to work right here, which is this area right here, because I want this to come through. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. Trying to make the bottom flat. There, I made my penetration now. I'm out the other side. Let's stop and see what we got going. Just started to come through. And we're looking at a, yeah, looks pretty cool. I want to make this just a little bit thinner right through here, which is right about there. Okay, keep my eye on it. I think all that chatter's about that knot. Let's see what we got here. Yep, that's just where we want to be. We don't want to go any further than that. Now we're just going to go through and smooth that out the best we can. What I need to do now is, I don't know if you can see in here or not, but they just need to smooth these lines out here, get the lumps off of it. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is, but it might just be a... So what I may do is just use this to kind of smooth out here. And then I don't know if I can see, this is way past my working zone on this one. I don't know if that'll work at all, but we shall see. Push it to on and let's see what happens. And I'm just gonna go, I'm just touching. I'm not, I know I haven't got the bit to it yet. Now I'm way past my working range here, so I don't want to be doing any cutting. I'm just doing some smoothing. And I think that smoothed that out pretty nicely. Perfect. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with that. And we're gonna put these away because I think we're done with them. And it's time to do some sanding. Huh. So, I think we'll use some of this Doctor's Wood Shop on this, and I'm going to use it fairly generally. The Doctor's Wood Shop is your basic beeswax and mineral oil, which is kind of a universal finish, it seems like. It seems like everything boils down to that, or you can do boiled linseed oil, or you can do, there's all sorts of things that you can make finishes out of. And today we're using Doctor's Wood Shop. And we'll just let this do the burnishing. What do you think? Think it'll work? Looks like it's doing okay by me. Look at that. That's just perfect. That looks good. Let's make sure we got a good cut there. I'll put this little straight edge across there, and if we're hitting the bottom around there a couple times. Oh yeah, we're clear by a little bit. Just gonna dust that up just a little bit more. And then we'll knock that, and then we'll be done. Okay, I think that's going to be good. I'm going to just put a little etch mark right here. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that's nice and burnished in right there. We kept our little thing there, which is good, our little bridge. Need to pull a couple of these little feathers out of here. I think we'll do it good. Okay, well, we got that part all done, and here's the reveal. We're doing it out in the shop this week because the house is getting a little bit of reworking going on in there, and my hobby hut's full of stuff. So here it is. It's the Mesquite, I don't know, what do you want? I haven't got hollow form. It's a Mesquite hollow form. I think it turned out gorgeous. I think somebody's gonna love that. I don't know how tall it is. Let's See if I can find it. Oh, I know, I got a ruler right here. Let's see, the ruler says it's about 6 tall and about, 3¼ 3½. So yeah, I think it turned out good. You know, if you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button. If you got any comments about the way it was done, or got any ideas, or saw me do something wrong that I shouldn't have done, hey, write them down in the comments. I'd appreciate that. I always read the comments and I always respond. So yeah, and if you like the video, thanks to all the subscribers who are subscribed. I very much appreciate that. And if you want to hit that subscribe button, that wouldn't bother me one little bit. I'd very much appreciate it. So that's it for this one, and we'll see you next week.